These are the 21 most impossible moments in NBA history.
Let's see it.
Coming in at number 11, Goran Dragic loses all senses of his surroundings, only to do this.
Okay. Out early in the first quarter, they're able to reinsert him here at the end and use him as the full.
Oh my! Dragic trying to just.
Damn! Save that shit for the circus next time. But Luka must have also thought he was at the circus after attempting one of the wildest passes you'll ever see.
Facundo Campazzo in the game. Doncic. Oh! Bounce pass from a sitting position, and it was an absolute dime for a jam.
Damn, you can't even back off Luka for 1 second. Unreal.
Let's go.
Now, we've come to expect that kind of BS from Luka, but never in a million years did I expect a 7-foot Robin Lopez to try this.
Robin Lopez?
Here he is again. Whoa, Lopez!
All right.
Either Lopez has 2 eyes in the back of his head, or my dog got lucky. But do you know what's almost as rare as having 2 eyes in the back of your head? Blocking Shaquille O'Neal. See, it was February 6, 2010, and fans were expecting just another midseason matchup between the Knicks and the Cavs, when instead, they watched the league's smallest player, Nate Robinson, and the league's biggest player, Shaq, go toe-to-toe.
No way. Okay.
Damn, Robinson may only be 5'9", but he's got the heart of a lion. But if you thought that was impressive, check out what Nate Robinson did during the 2013 playoffs.
All right, let's see. No, LeBron. No. Oh my God.
First Shaq and now King James, this dude is just built different. Only this isn't the only time a player made a heads-up play against LeBron. Just ask Gerald Henderson. Don't get me wrong, getting dunked on by LBJ isn't fun, but Henderson got the last laugh since the referees didn't count the basket. Speaking of which, James Harden can relate to LeBron James because 8 years later, something very similar happened.
To go. Harden the steal.
Can you dunk it?
Oh, he missed it.
Did it go in and then back in?
God damn. James Harden almost became the first player to score 2 baskets with 1 shot, and the refs can't even acknowledge he made the first one. Shaking my head. But if you thought almost scoring 2 baskets with a dunk was impossible, you are in for a rude awakening. It was November 24th, 2010. Celtics versus Nets. Screw it. Shaq versus the world. Because one thing fans never expected to see was Shaq making 2 consecutive free throws.
No way. This is old Shaq too.
You're the best. You're absolutely the best.
They say lightning doesn't strike twice, but if Shaq can miss over 5,000 free throws and still make 2 consecutive free throws, then I beg to differ. On a more serious note, even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and then. However, you know what a blind squirrel can do? This.
123-121. Monk trap, throws a bad pass. Dunks it in. We're tied at 123. 5 seconds
Wait,
left.
De'Aaron Fox, what's he gonna do though?
Rising.
Nah, subscribe for that. Subscribe for that right now.
And Sacramento, a walk-off 3 from De'Aaron Fox.
Since when was a game between the Kings and the Magic supposed to be so entertaining? But then again, maybe they deserve each other. On the other hand, fans expect a great battle between 2 future Hall of Famers, Jason Kidd and Yao Ming, on November 22nd, 2010. And boy, they did not disappoint, because with only 0.4 seconds remaining, the Rockets held a narrow 1-point lead over the Mavericks. That was until this happened.
Yeah, ran into a mouth. Kidd to throw in. It is a
If you told me 12 years ago that Jason Kidd would inbound a game-winning alley-oop over 7'6" Yao Ming, I'd call you crazy. Yet legendary players have a way of making the impossible seem normal. Just ask Dwayne Wade.
That was efficient. Rubio turns it over. Wade will heave it. It's good and it goes, and it does go. Wow, are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Dwayne Wade
Never did I expect to hear steals the ball, 360 spin, and a half-court shot all in the same sentence.
Okay.
Give this man his flowers. But anyways, now that we've reached the top 10 most impossible moments, we're about to turn 1 in 1,000 moments into 1 in 1,000,000 moments. And it starts with the Black Mamba on April 4th, 2006. Because against the Suns, Kobe Bryant had one of the most legendary performances ever. On this night, Kobe hit not 1, but 2 game-altering shots. First, he hits a game-tying shot in regulation.
George to Kobe Bryant. Bryant inside. It's good.
And then if that wasn't enough, Kobe took clutch to another level in overtime.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
Can't wait for the first, man.
It's one thing to hit a game-altering shot, but hitting 2? That's how legends are born. But it's still not as earth-shattering as number 9, because one time, Nick Van Exel did the unthinkable with 2 defenders draped all over him.
And he's been very professional this year and hasn't played a lot, obviously.
Are you kidding me?
Man, this dude was straight up levitating. He was on another planet when he made this shot. And Luka Doncic is well on his way to another planet because of plays like this.
Poked away from Luka into the backcourt. He'll pick it up. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. It's going to take some Luka magic to save the possession. And that's what it is! In the center court.
Well, I'll be damned. How did this dude get the ball almost stolen from him 1 second and then hit an all-time great shot the next?
I don't know,
Yet
man.
imagine hitting this type of shot with the game on the line, because that's exactly what Morris Peterson did.
For Toronto, they go the length of the court. Ruffin tips it away. And no! Not possible!
That's so
Not
embarrassing.
possible!
If there's any moment that shouts, it ain't over till it's over, it's this moment. But do you know what's an even tougher pill to swallow? The time LeBron James pulled a Stephen Curry on Stephen Curry. It was May 19th, 2021. LeBron's Lakers versus Steph's Warriors. And with the game counting down to the wire, this happened to LeBron.
Pass to Caruso, back to James, and he's fouled. Draymond Green would not let him get a layup.
But being poked in the eye didn't faze LeBron. In fact, it only fueled him more.
Green throws it back up top. James puts up the 3. Oh, it's good! LeBron James from downtown as the shot.
What the?
Oh, it's good! LeBron James from downtown as the shot clock expires.
Hey, somebody get the Warriors a passport, because this is straight up embarrassing. And after the game, Stephen Curry was so sad, he did the only thing he could do to make it all better. Subscribing to this channel? All right, maybe not, but you get the point. Speaking of LeBron, this moment is more unlikely than LeBron telling the truth. And that's saying a lot, because with 0.2 seconds left on the shot clock, Trevor Booker needed to get creative. And let's just say he did not disappoint.
Got it! Are you kidding me? Defines the phrase grandma shot.
A backward, no-look tap shot? I didn't know Booker had eyes in the back of his head. But what's more impressive than having eyes in the back of your head? The time that Christmas came early. The date was December 15th, 2021. Pelicans versus Thunder, when fans saw not 1, but 2 game-winning shots. It all started with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who hit this shot with 2 seconds left.
No timeouts. The ball is inbounded to Shai. Temple did not foul.
That is nuts.
On the step back, still buries the 3.
That's hella clutch. But it didn't last long, because moments later, Devontae Graham did something even more spectacular.
And you know what's interesting about that? He was trying.
Oh, Graham! Count the bucket for the win! Devontae Graham walks it off.
Just when fans thought they seen it all, Graham shows everyone that it doesn't have to be Christmas for your dreams to come true. And that brings us to our top 3 moments, because things are about to get so impossible that Dude Perfect can't even duplicate these moments. Because it's not often you see players drop 37 points in an NBA game. But on January 23rd, 2015, Klay Thompson scored this amount in 1 quarter. However, this might not even be Thompson's most improbable feat. Just 3 years later, he broke the record for most 3-pointers in a game with 14.
How about Thompson? Hits his first 3 tonight and his first 2 shots.
Just dribbles into a 3 and buries another one. Klay Thompson again. Klay's got another one.
Well, he got his rhythm back.
Well, he's 1 away from the record. Catch and shoot 3. There it is.
For the record.
For NBA history, he got it! 14 threes in a game!
Dude, there's 4 minutes left in the third.
It's never been done until tonight.
It still baffles me that the NBA allows Curry and Thompson to play on the same team. That's a cheat code right there. But at number 2, it's time for one of the greatest buzzer beaters in NBA history. See, it was March 24th, 2018, between the Hornets and the Raptors. And with only 6 seconds remaining, the Hornets were down by 2 with a chance to steal the game. That was before things got tragically wrong. Because after the inbound, Jeremy Lamb lost control of the ball. However, sometimes the biggest disasters can turn into blessings in disguise.
Hornets got a pair. Lamb lost it. Has to fire. Jeremy Lamb wins it. Unbelievable. What just happened? Toronto. Good golly, Miss Molly. He did it.
Damn, my bro had the Raptors by the balls and then hit a game winner behind half court. That's the kind of moment all kids dream of. Although, there's one moment kids can't possibly dream of, because this moment was so shocking, so improbable, and so legendary, it'll never happen again. But to get to this moment, we need to go back 2 decades. December 9th, 2004, Tracy McGrady versus Tim Duncan. And with less than 35 seconds left in regulation, the Spurs held a comfortable 76-68 lead. It seemed all but certain that the Spurs were going to win, until Tracy McGrady told the Spurs, "Hold my beer." Because in the ensuing 35 seconds, my man went absolutely ballistic.
I'm out, and Popovich obviously upset with Manu.
Here's McGrady for 3. And the Spurs now lead by 7. Rockets looking for a quick shot. Bowen is all over McGrady. Foul is picked up. Oh, a potential 4-point play. Tracy McGrady, 4-point play.
Houston has to
Finally gets it in to McGrady. McGrady over Bowen for 3. Yes! Yes! Tracy McGrady. Trying to make things difficult for Brent Barry. Gets it in.
Why the quality gets me?
Jalen Brown lost it. Here comes McGrady. No timeouts remaining. McGrady for the win. Yes! Tracy McGrady with an incredible performance.
It was mission impossible, but on a basketball court. Literally, everything needed to go McGrady's way. But as John Mayer says, when your back is against the wall, there's only one thing to do, and that's turn around and fight. And fight McGrady did. And because of it, he'll live to tell his grandkids what happens when you don't give up. Sheesh, that was so
facts. Well, you should subscribe right now.